So iOS 9 is a huge step forward for users in terms of the experience on devices. Apple's bringing great new hardware to the table. Also, incredible new capabilities for the enterprise. Talk a little bit about some of the changes iOS 9 makes for IT administrators and some of the improvements that they're bringing.
There's some fantastic new application management features in iOS 9, specifically around the deployment of enterprise applications and user experience that surrounds that, security of enterprise applications and where they can be installed from. Additionally, Mobi Control will now have the capability of whitelisting the applications that are allowed to be installed, so effectively blocking the iOS App Store at the same time still allowing installation of App Store applications.
Okay, so as an IT administrator, I have a breadth of options now in terms of pushing applications down to the device and managing those applications in a proactive manner.
That's right, exactly. And additionally, on top of that, unmanaged applications can now be converted to managed applications, such that additional policies, such as the new network restrictions policy, can be applied on top of these applications.
Okay, so and that's a seamless process to the end user. They're not going to be affected in any way. They're not going to have to accept that. How does that work from an end user perspective?
On a BYOD device, your device that you bring into the enterprise, you'll be prompted to trust the conversion from unmanaged to managed. On a corporate liable device that's been supervised, that process will be entirely seamless and silent.
One of the great things about iOS 9 from an app perspective is the ability to limit or govern which data channel an application uses. Talk a little bit about the benefits of that new capability.
Well, these managed applications are traditionally deployed by the enterprise for the purpose of enabling productivity for the end user. At the same time, the enterprise is interested in reducing the costs associated with BYOD devices and the expense reports that an employee might submit as a result of data-heavy enterprise application use. With the network usage policy in iOS 9, we're able to restrict are allowed to use which networks, effectively saying we're not allowed to rack up some costs with roaming or even entirely cellular. We want to restrict the application only to Wi-Fi.
Great. So that, in effect, that's a great way for an enterprise to align their acceptable use policy with the way the devices are being used in the field.
Absolutely.
Great. When we talk to customers, one of the things that we keep hearing about is the importance of a seamless workflow for installing applications on an end user's device. What are some of the new things that we support in iOS 9 that will help an IT administrator with that?
That's a fantastic question. Enterprise application management has undergone a pretty big change in iOS 9. From the first installation, users not prompted anymore to trust the app installation if, in fact, it's deployed through Mobi Control. Part of that process would be to install the application silently, as well as to remove that trust prompt.